Good morning. The luckiest people in the world are those who know they are lucky. One can be born with riches and ease and everything that they desire to be given to them. But being unaware of their good fortune then lessens the value of everything. It is only through utilizing one's mental activities to realize what our fortune is, how it twists and turns, and everything else that one might consider about the direction in one's life's currents. Yesterday we spoke about when to begin thinking about these things, about our lives, about our moments. And I forgot one thing, maybe more important than anything else. When we awaken, what is the most important thing we can do? Oh, what is the most important thing that we can do? Remember whom we are, what we are, why, where, when, how. Doing this, then already one is finding a sense of awe rising and spreading in every way. One has other tools to utilize. Maybe your mind is disposed on different things. There's many directions we begin to take, but when we begin, when we open our eyes or our mind snaps on from being in sleep, when is the time to say hi, thank you, hello? I am amazed. I am reverent before what is streaming in my mind and flowing through my cognizance of being, of awareness, of awakening, of rising here, now, as our new day begins. Doing it here when one begins. And yes, often thereafter, the more the better. Utilizing an increment of time to perfect one's skills. What we call a period of meditation. It could be 14.4 minutes, right? 1% of one's day. 1,440 minutes divided by 100. 14.4 minutes is a small investment to make in one's 24-hour period. 1%. The question need be asked of oneself, am I worthy? Meaning you or me. Am I worthy of saying hello to my own being for 1% of my day? There is only truly one answer, and it has two sides. You do or you don't. It is important, and we all know this, to be part of the doing, not of the don'ting. So, okay, we begin our day this way. We bring our consciousness to a state of awareness and we say, aha, and all these things we have just discussed transpire. But what goes on once the day has begun? We have created a beginning. You are creating a beginning by thinking thoughts of one's being, of one's awareness, of one's being whom we are. The 5 W's and 1 H of Thomas Wilson. What, when, where? What are you? When and where? Why are you? Who? How are you here? We want to answer these questions in a state of peace, in integrity, in authenticity. There is no doubt what is the truth. It is as pure and shining as the brightness of the sun. But what else are we here to be discussing is one's flexibility. How flexible are we once we have begun? Now I have to go to the bathroom. Now I have to make coffee or tea. Now I have. And this is okay. This is part of life. This is a transition from one moment to another. And you do this 86,400 times in each day. So, this is all natural. But this word flexibility connotates an ability to be adaptive, to be remembering all of these different things. And sometimes we find ourselves with habits that are helping us not to transition to new habits we feel we want to create, we need. What do I do? You try. And how do you try? By being receptive and aware you are not succeeding in the way you want, and you need to make changes in a virtuous way. How do I do that? In one's awareness, not allowing oneself to get lackadaisical or lazy in one's quest for a new habit, for a new state of being, new way of acting. Acting where? The world is a stage in the world. So when the moment arrives when one says, oh, well, maybe I'll have a little smoke. You know, one little smoke won't hurt anything. It's not the point. If one has said to themselves that I don't want this habit, why? Why have you said this? Why has this been said by someone, you or me? Because smoking is hazardous to one's health. It is harmful. For instance, it leaves a taste on one's lips, in one's mouth, in one's tongue, in one's throat, in one's lungs, on one's fingers. And one needs to immediately, IMMEDIATELY, immediately pause and remember why you have said that you don't want to smoke. And you need to do this every time. End of story. It is like the game Hungry Hungry Hippo, if you know it or not. It's a game for children. It's a board, it's got holes in it, and out of the holes pop out a hippo head, plastic hippopotamus head. And the children have plastic mallets, and they can hit the hippo head and push it back down into its hole. You know, it's kind of just fun. It's fun. It's for little kids, for 3-year-old, 5-year-old. Sometimes nice to be that way, right? And so one's bad habits are like the hippo heads. When they come, you need pound them back down. You need to meet them. If you are in a food thing, psychology is very important. The psychology of one's own being is you must reinforce the positive and accentuate the negative of being in one's old habit. I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be too thin. I want to be just right. I want to be as healthy as I can be. Well, and what's the other side of that? I don't want to be overweight I don't want not to be able to touch my own toes. I don't want to be so thin that is unhealthy, and I turn out to just be skin and bones. It is better to be somewhere in the medium of these things. And then you can define this, and you can make this. Everything, remember, is changing. No matter what we do or say or think, it doesn't matter. Time is a flowing mechanism of moment by moment progression. Anything and everything is changing. One's weight, one's mind, one's thoughts, one's environment, the energy permeating everything as we breathe in our atmosphere, immersed. What are we doing? Remember whom you are. Accentuate the positive and accentuate the negative of what you are trying to change. I'm not meditating enough. How do we deal with that? Well, it's the same thing. Do it all day. Keep repeating and reminding oneself as often as it takes, as often as one may. The most important is one's beginning, because it begins to set the tone of one's being aware, alive, awake, a bundle of miracles, humbled and thankful. Wouldn't this be a good way to begin one's day? Yes, finding a period for meditation, 1% of your day, fantastic. Meditating at least twice every hour. For how long? For moments. It can be less than a minute. Easily. Remembering whom you are is all one needs. As you practice more often, then the ritual, this ritual of our lives, will awaken in moments of time. And your heart will swell, and your mind expand, and the whole universe will begin to become visible unto you as your energies expand, and as your energy becomes more receptive to what is. Everything is energy. It is of different intensities and types. You and I know this. And we also know what I just have said, is everything is energy. And yet we ignore and we forget this. Every sip of air is energy entering one's body, one's lungs. Every breath one takes is feeding one's physiology of keeping oneself alive. Every moment, this transference from the atmosphere into your bloodstream as food for your cellular composition, your cells, just sitting here, being aware. Sitting here, feeling one's body warmly shimmering with energy. One's ears filled with not only the words being spoken, but feeling and, in a mental sense, the ambiance of the universe. Feeling the textures of one's skin and gravity. The positioning of one's shoulders and one's neck and one's head. one's buttocks, one's feet, one's hands, feeling everything. Oh, remembering bundle of miracles, harmonized and humble, full of gratitude and thankful, lingering in one's own way for another minute. Namaste.